One of these guys from England.
There's a question about it. He goes, you know, I'm scared that, you know, it's not for me. I don't think I can do it. He started talking about this fear he had in himself of actually doing the deed. And fear is something that is in every profession, and it will rob you of the potential you can be. And why is that? Because fear is an energy source, guys. And once fear is established in your body as a parasite, it feeds off you, the host. And the food it feeds off of is confidence, another energy source. Newton's law, energy is never lost but transferred. As your confidence leaves you, because the fear is getting stronger and stronger, putting more and more roots inside, you start to pull that energy all out of you. And then you start to have self-doubts about yourself. You start to lose the ability to overcome fear or overcome challenges. You start to second and question yourself everything you do. The example I was telling yesterday was a girl I went bungee jumping with. And she's a real athletic girl, man. Sexy girl, got a lot going for her, you know, really confident, almost egotistical. So it was a 5-mile hike up to this bridge called Bridge to Nowhere. And you can't drive it there, you gotta hike it up, and it's really cool mountain scenery and stuff. It's a nice kind of romantic kind of setting, but the whole time she's just like, yeah, I'm gonna go kick it. I'm gonna jump, I'm gonna do backflips off it, I'm gonna do this. Anyway, we get to this bridge, and so she comes walking up the bridge, you know, she's got that limp and everything else, you know, like, that's kind of cool for guys, that's so cool for girls. She looks over that bridge, and 200-foot drop, and there's this river and this huge boulder right there saying, come on down with that ego, I got you. I got something for you. Right when she saw it, man, fear set in. Fear set in. And that's the point where fear's the weakest. If you're ever gonna beat fear, that's when you beat it, you know? Like if you're getting in a fight with somebody, you take advantage of his missed opportunities. If his back's turned, you take advantage of it. You don't, hey man, get ready, I'm gonna throw a right cross at you. Here it comes, you ready? You don't give them that kind of stuff. You take advantage of situations. Well, that fear's coming in right now. It's its weakest form. That's the easiest time it can be beaten. Let me show you how fast this fear fucked her up. She's sitting there, oh yeah, I got it. She looks over, doesn't move anymore. And she's been moving all day long. Doesn't move anymore. She slowly gets down to the ground, and she needs 3 points of contact now, but she's not sure she can stand up right now. She's freaked out. She's slowly starts to walk back like this, man. She's like in a fucking fetal position, man. And I'm walking over to her, I'm like, what's going on? What happened? She's like, the rock. She's not that bad yet, but she's like, dude, I don't think I want to do this anymore. I go, you've been talking it up all this time. What's wrong now? Why didn't you want to do it? I just, you know, I don't think it's for me, I don't think it's for me. So I try to talk her out of it and stuff, and you know, so she finally got the intestinal fortitude to get up, go to the edge, and on the edge is a piece of metal, probably so thick, you know, and 200 feet drop, that's all there is. She puts her leg over, the other leg is coming over like she got Parkinson's bad, man. She's shaking everywhere, and she's on the edge, you know, and you gotta go backwards, you know? Which is the easiest way to go, because you can't see the drop. Going this way is a little bit harder. So this way she can see safety and say goodbye to it. This way she's already said goodbye to it and saying shit. So her back's turned to her like this, and she is shaking like crazy. The announcers, the instructors are trying to get her going, and like, all right, eyes on me, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And she, no! Not going, man. She's got a death grip on there, man. I can't pry it off, they can't pry it off. She's starting to cry. I'm just like, what happened, man? Jesus, you know, I'm kind of embarrassed I even brought this girl now. So I'm standing over here, I'm just like, man, this sucks, you know, and they're trying to pull her back. So, hey, let's pull her over. She ain't gonna jump. So she starts to come back over. And I go, hell no, I come running. I come off to the side, I go, see ya, boom! Threw that bitch. She went down, man, I tell you now. She went down, and the noise that came out of her mouth, man, I got goosebumps thinking about it. So frightening, man. It was like a thing out of like the worst horror movie you ever seen. And they don't even need to put visual, just play that noise, and you're like, dude, that's too scary for me to watch. It's like Satan was coming at her. As she's going down, and the voice is getting louder, even though she's dropping further, like flames are gonna come out of her mouth. She comes down, boom, doesn't hit the rock. Comes back up a whole nother side. From that horrific sound to pure life. like she just delivered her first newborn, or just got engaged, or a kid on Christmas, or like, you know, when I came back from the war and gave my parents the first hug, that life has just begun, you know? Like that kind of moment. Just smiling and so happy, and what just happened there? Fear at its weakest state. She faced it, killed it. Energies never lost transfer, came back in, more confident, more capable, loving it. She jumped 4 more times, she did some backflips and everything else. But what really happened right there, her life began. Because if she did not jump and said, man, I can't do it, this has happened to all of us, and we'll make up every reason why we don't do it. We'll fool my man here, my man there, we'll fool this person, we'll fool everybody. But we can't fool ourselves, can we? There'll come a time we get up at 2 in the morning and take a piss. And we'll look in that mirror back at us, we'll know the truth. We know the reason why we didn't jump is we're scared, and that fear is still inside of us, taking us away, thinking back on that. So the next endeavors we do in life, we're thinking how we failed instead of thinking how we can win it. That messes up your mindset tremendously. This girl will never have to worry about that, because she did it, she left it there. Not only did she do it, the fear left, more confidence came back, so her next endeavor, she'll look back and goes, yeah, I kicked an ass there, I'll do it again. I realized the fear I had right here was self-created, it wasn't such a big deal. I can knock it down, I'll knock it down again. I'm scared from what I'm about to do, but what I learned from the past, it's not that big of a deal. Let me go for it. If I fall on my face, I'll learn to catch myself. Now we got somebody that's going places in life, where if she didn't jump, part of her soul would have been left there. You only have so much of it in the world, guys. I challenge you to face your fears. If you're ever lost and you're going down the path, there's a fork in the road, which way do I go? Don't take the beaten path, guys. Take the path less traveled. It's rockier, it's steeper, it's only you and your shadow. No one's going to walk with you on there. It's too hard. But that's what leads to the character. The person that's remembered. The life lived. We're all alive. Few are living. Don't follow the herds, guys. Find your fears. Face them. When you face your fears, right behind that small door, very thin that you self-create, is a person you've always wanted to be. So that was the story we said yesterday.